Perfect.
This is quite tight tuck there. I'll try. But for your entertainment, I will squeeze myself in. Oh, what is this? Nice! You can adjust the front seat from the back. This is like luxury car here. Alright, so we don't have the ventilation outlets, but we do have the cup holders and the armrest, unlike the Toyota CHR, for example. So I'm really impressed. Now you don't have those on the passenger side. This is quite something. Nice. Because of this no V-pillar situation, you have to close the back door first, and then you can close the front door. Cargo area is sufficient for this segment, quite roomy. We have the household style outlet here, and if I'm not mistaken, it's only available for the plug-in hybrid version. And you can also lock the doors pressing this button here. No electric tailgate, but this is alright for this segment. And let's check out the engine also. Ooh, pretty heavy bonnet slash hood. So this here is a rotary slash Wankel engine, and I really love that Mazda is kinda crazy and still is developing this stuff. Now it doesn't drive the wheels directly, but it acts like the generator. let me tell you, this thing is really nice to run around. The steering is very solid, and you can tell the build quality is excellent. It's really confidence inspiring. I know it's a cliche expression, but that's what it is. And there is this one obstacle here. Yes, there is. What is this? What a joy. Alright, let's check out the acceleration. This is quite safe area to do that. And we have 3 driving modes: EV, normal and charge. I suppose let's check out the normal. Very graceful, very linear, and I could tell I felt some torque steer. And this time in EV mode. Yes, the rotary kicked in. Actually, it felt faster. I don't know. So EV is the sport mode. Maybe. grip this thing has. Celica. Nice. Redwood. I'm pretty sure the MX-30 will be Redwood Classic in the future, because it is rad by nature. So I suppose I'll start wrapping this video up. So, a year ago I drove the Cxdy diesel, the rear wheel drive version, and I was like super impressed. With this thing I'm not equally impressed, because they are very different vehicles and they don't compare, but I am way more impressed. So it has exceeded my expectations. The key points are the build quality. This is amazing. The materials are so nice and it feels so solid. The build quality is out of this world, considering the Mazda brand name and considering the price point. I have to be honest here, I didn't do that much research, but at the moment I think the MX-30, and especially this rotary powered plug-in hybrid version, is comparable to the Toyota CHR, for example. And don't get me wrong, the CHR is a nice vehicle. The new design is way better than the last one. So when I have to choose between this one, this plug-in hybrid version, versus the CHR plug-in hybrid version, I would pick this one. I'm pretty sure in practice the CHR would do better, but this has so much more character. The build quality is way better, and come on, the CHR didn't have the armrest in the rear, and CHR is quite expensive vehicle, so is this one, but it also has really nice materials. It's a really nice place to be. Oh, what a cliche expression. And yeah, the handling is superb, classic Mazda style handling. Ooh, nice. Don't get me wrong, it's not that fun to drive compared to the MX-5, but it's way enjoyable than the Cxdy, for example. Really fun vehicle for a front wheel drive. And yeah, okay, so I have to say it again, the solidness of this car. There's no rattles. I mean, Toyota had some rattles, some really tiny ones, but in here it's total silence. So what about the shortcomings? I think the range could be better, but I'm pretty sure the MX-30 plug-in hybrid version will sell better than the regular EV variant. So if you have a chance, and when you're on the market for the CHR, just go check it out. I know the CHR will be better in practice, but this one has a way better build quality and it's more luxurious. Over and out.